You've been listening to the True Cash Flow Podcast, where we show you our best strategies and techniques we implement to build streams of passive income online, generating millions of dollars in revenue last year alone. To get some of our free training videos, just go to truecashflow.com and we will send you our quick start guide for free.
Welcome back, everybody. We have an exciting show again today where we're talking about how do you get into the inner circle. So we've just opened the inner circle back up, and we're taking, again, another batch of 100 students where we walk them through the process. Right now, we've trained over 1,000 people in the inner circle. And right now, we're opening it back up because as of right now, we're doing a brand new batch. So we got a bunch of emails. How do you get into the inner circle? What is the inner circle? How does it work? And how do you get accepted? Because it's not something that you just buy your way into. It's one of our number one passions is passing forward the knowledge that we've gained, how we generated several $1 million just last year, leveraging the power of the internet. So if you want to join the inner circle, go to truecashflow.com. But right now we want to talk about what is the inner circle? What is a mastermind? How does it work? What can you expect? What can you hold us accountable to transfer to you? And what kind of support can you expect to receive? And what are the benefits of being part of a group that's all moving forward together and people that support each other? That's why it's only going to be 100 people in this group, because you want that close-knit group. In fact, next month we're doing the Mastermind with our last set of inner circle students, and that's what's fun. We're able to actually meet them. Mm-hmm. When we did this just a couple months back, it was so fun. Like, you know, you're meeting, it's like, you know, these people because you've been training online, and we're communicating with them through Voxer. We're communicating through our weekly webinars. We're communicating through all different means, and then you get to meet them face to face. So, but we want to talk about right now how it works. Like, what is the process?
Right. I got to say, the group is definitely my favorite part of the entire course. But what is the first thing everyone can expect?
Well, so people that are interested, if they want to build an online business, if they want to start building something from scratch, the very first step is, and I hate to say this, but sometimes you have to get out of your own way and just be open-minded, teachable, coachable. Understand that there's people that really do care about watching you succeed. And the power of the group alone, it's like you have accountability partners. And me too. You know, I've been part of $25,000 masterminds. I've been part of $15,000 trainings. And, you know, and I must say the number one takeaway for me for every single training that I've done, it's the people I meet. And it's like that tight-knit group where they'll do anything to help you succeed. You'll do anything to help them succeed, giving advice, exchanging information. It's so powerful. And my goal was to say, listen, I don't want them just to have a good experience. I want to give them the best path forward, the best way to do this. And that's why I'm so passionate about the application process. Instead of, you know, a lot of people just, you go to their website, you enter your credit card, and you're just in, right? Mm-hmm. To me, it's all about, I want people that we know are going to be the right fit. And nothing's perfect, but every single person that's part of the inner circle, one of us have talked to them. So one of us or somebody on our team, one of us have talked to every single person that's part of the inner circle. And, you know, I take pride in that because, you know, we want a strong group. And we want to make sure that the people that are part of the group are open-minded, they're teachable, they're coachable, but more importantly, willing to contribute and help one another. Mm-hmm. You know, there might be something that one person knows that another person is lacking that information, but they might have information the other person's lacking. So right. And it's like an exchange of information.
And that's why it's also limited, so we can focus on those people.
Yeah, and this next group of 100, after 100, it will tap out. And then at some point, we'll do another group. But the goal is to be able to support them. You know, we have coaches that just help you find the right product. Mm-hmm. We have coaches that support you every single day. Mm-hmm. Every single day, you can reach out to one of our coaches for support. Learn. If you have a problem, you hit a roadblock, we have someone to help you with that. Every single Monday, we do our webinars. Every single Monday, we all get together. It's a lot of fun on the internet. It's through a program called GoToMeeting. We all get together, and it's all the questions you have. and an entire instruction course, which I love. Then the Voxer, where you can reach out. And that's what's fun about this is every single person that's part of the staff of Online Secrets started off as a student who succeeded. And that's what's a lot of fun is that, these aren't just outsiders that you hire to coach. These are people that are passionate about helping the fellow members of the inner circle. And that's why we're opening it up right now. If you go to onlinesecrets.com, all you have to do is enter your first name and your email. You'll get the video report. But on the next page, you'll have the ability to apply. If you want to apply and be considered to join this group of 100 people, you just fill out the application. Tell us what it means to you. Tell us what not just what you want to gain, but what can you contribute. And that's how a strong mastermind is built. It's not about just some guru preaching about how amazing they are. This is about, hey, here's the foundation, here's the information, here's the videos, but we also have a huge support group of people that are exactly where you started. Some are farther along in the process, some are brand new, but helping each other is what's pretty cool about this, and all the coaches that are there to help you.
That's great. So let's talk about the layout of the program. I think a lot of people are wondering how the actual training will be delivered. Yeah,
so it's two ways, right? So immediately when you're approved, when you're part of the inner circle, you get membership access into the entire video archive. And that's what people love, because some people like me, I learn much better through video. I mean, I can listen to something, kind of grasp it, but if you have a video that actually shows me and walks me through, I believe I could learn anything if the right person was teaching those videos. So the very first step is you get access into the membership archive that has all the training videos already laid out.
Right, that you can revisit at any time. And then we do recordings as well, because a lot of people cannot make the calls on, whenever we do them.
That's right. So in addition to the entire training archive of all the videos from A to Z, everything that you need to implement, what is really cool is that every single Monday, not everyone can attend. Life gets in the way. A kid might get sick or you have to work late. Life just gets in the way. So if you can't attend one of the weekly webinars, we record it. And that also gets delivered out to you the very next day. So in addition to the entire training archive, you're able to attend live every single week. And every single week, you could be part of the webinar, which is cool because it's not just instruction. We do full Q&A. We don't stop the webinar.
Which is why we want you to attend the actual live webinar.
That's right, because you might not even know you have a question until you hear someone else ask that question. You're like, hey, that's a great question. I didn't even know I had that question until I just heard that question. And that's how you learn, right? And that's what's fun is that if you're able to attend, 80% of them, it's going to be amazing for you. Now, if you can't attend, it's okay. You just watch the recording, but you don't get to actually ask your questions live in front of the group.
Right, but you will. You will always have that support later on then.
Yeah, and that's another good point because it's not just support on the Every Monday webinar. We have an app called Voxer, V-O-X-E-R.
It's on our phones.
It's on all of our phones. So, on mine, Saru's, all of our coaches, every single time someone asks a question, what's cool is the specialist in that area answers it. So if you're talking about product sourcing, if you're talking about, marketing questions, if you're talking about something you're stuck with, an inventory issue, or sending product to Amazon or shipping to Amazon, or what category should you be in? You want help determining the right product. It's really fun because the specialist in that field. So, and remember, they're all students at one point. So everybody that works for onlinesecrets.net was once a student. And that's the fun part is that everybody started somewhere. So they love giving back. They reach a certain level of success. They say, I want to be part of one of the coaches that actually helps. And that's the cool thing is that not just the coaches help, just students that are regular students. They might only be 3 months in, but they have the answer for a certain thing that you have a question on.
Right. And now that's why we have the Facebook group.
That's right. And right now, the Facebook group, we have over 1,000 people, and those are people that have just gone through the process. Now, the way we're going to start doing it is we're going to start segmenting the people because some of the people that, if you're brand new, I've noticed there's like a certain like camaraderie.
There is a
like
little bit.
We're in the same place.
The group is just so big.
It is. And people that have been massively successful, I don't take anything from them, but sometimes they're less likely to help the brand new people.
Exactly.
So that's why we brought on all the coaches, and we have the coaches that are there within 24 hours, every question's answered through Voxer or through Facebook, or if you can wait till Monday, if it's Saturday and you have a question, you want to ask it live on the webinar, because sometimes that helps benefit the rest of the group when you ask a question live. Because a lot of times, even me, people will ask questions and sometimes it's a brand new one and you're like, I know the answer, but that's interesting you would ask that. So
I've never even thought of that. Yeah.
And you're like, I know what to do, but it's pretty cool when you're like, okay, well, I never thought of having to address that because, and I say it humbly, but it might seem real basic to me, but it might not seem basic to everyone else. So the fact that someone asks it, it's the benefit of the entire group when someone asks a question. So there's no such thing as a dumb question. And I say that all the time because...
Well, not just dumb. People get very creative too.
Yeah.
Their plans on Amazon and everything. So.
Oh, yeah. You'll hear some crazy things. Like you got one the other day where someone was asking, like, can I sell bourbon or something, right, on Amazon? And I'm like...
Didn't know what to say.
Can I sell bourbon on Amazon? Like, I've never heard that. Like, I don't think you can, but, let me verify that, right? So it's like...
Maybe someday.
There's no such thing as like a dumb question, because you're like, geez, I mean, the thousands and thousands and thousands of questions we got, no one ever asked, like, can I sell bourbon? Or I never heard, can I sell vodka? Or, I've never heard about selling that. You would think that would be a more common question. So that's why there is no dumb questions. Like any question you have, there might be someone else that's asking the same exact thing. So,
and the coaches love to help. They love to answer questions.
We see it all the time. Like we'll see our coaches just like, it's a very basic question, but we'll see our coaches just like over delivering on the answer and making sure they understand. And, sometimes the student doesn't follow up. The coach reaches back out and says, hey, I want to make sure, like, are you all good with that? Like, does that make sense? Because the one thing that the goal of this whole thing is that everybody grows, right? Like we're not competitors. That's the cool thing. Like a lot of times in different ventures, you're competing, but in this case, it's like in everyone's best interest. There's like over 1 million sellers on Amazon. Like our 1,000 people are not competitors. They're people that actually want to see each other succeed.
That's funny you bring that up because we've gotten questions about that. What if someone else is selling the same product as I am or in the same category even? And, that's not what it's about. It's really that we're all working together.
That's right, because there's
enough for everyone.
That exactly, because and we've heard that, right? They're like,
a lot.
Well, somebody's already, and you're like, well, if it's not a fellow member of the inner circle, it's someone else. Put your own spin on it. Let's help you try and put your own spin to make it different.
Exactly.
Because if you went on Amazon, check any category, there's going to be tons of people selling, like quote unquote competing against a fellow inner circle member.
Yeah.
But put your own spin on it. Make it a little different. Make it so that you stand apart from them. Doesn't mean you're taking their business, they're taking your business. You guys are both taking business from all the other people selling in that category. Because there's millions, there's well over 1 million people selling on Amazon. So with that being said, isn't it cool that like two people can compete that have interests that are aligned than just some other stranger?
Amazing. I don't think you find that anywhere.
Yeah, and that's why, we're opening up the group right now. And if you go to truecashflow.com, first, just check out if you want, just enter your first name and your email. There's no credit card field. Enter your first name and your email, and I'll immediately send you out some cool training videos. But you'll also, on the very next page after you enter your name and your email, if you want to apply and join us in the inner circle, like we actually love this. It's so much fun for us. And at all times we have new people applying, and we love to see like excited people that are ready to help other people, but yet take on something that they might know nothing about. And that's the fun of it to us, is that it's so cool when we see all you guys get excited and people that, we might not have had much contact with them. And there was one guy, I never even heard of the guy, and after 30 days, he sent in a message that he did like over 40,000 in his first month. And I'm like, how did he, like, like I can see with the support of the group and doing all that, but just to go through the training videos alone and be able to do that, like, that is just amazing. And then we also have people that have done couple $100,000 in their first 5-6 months. And then we have people that they get all the knowledge and they do nothing, right? Like, don't be one of those people. Then that's why we try and screen people. And that's for the application, because our goal is that we have people that actually drive forward and are willing to do something that they're not familiar with, but have the support of not just our coaches, but have the support of the every week webinar. Voxer, within 24 hours, we answer every single question on Voxer, unless it's a weekend, because we all believe in, spending families, Saturday and Sunday, and, like, we want to be with our kids, right? So, like, her and I aren't going to answer, like, we have our kids, and we're not going to, answer on Saturday or Sunday, but if you go on Friday, we'll get you by Monday. And that's the same with all the coaches. There's always someone that'll be there for you within 24 hours, because it's not just because you're part of the inner circle, but because we love this and it's exciting for us. So again, go to onlinesecrets.com, enter just your first name, your email. On the next page, fill out the application. One of us or one of our coaches will definitely give you a call. I promise you that. And if you're the right fit, I can't wait to be able to interact with you personally, have you at our masterminds. Maybe you come to China with us. I mean, the sky's the limit. Some of our students that are all in, we've not just been at the mastermind with them, we've been in China with them, we've met them in person, they've come here to the studio. Like, it's so much fun. So again, truecashflow.com, enter first name, email, and we will meet you on the other side.
You were listening to the True Cash Flow Podcast. If you would like our free training videos, go to truecashflow.com, enter just your first name and email address, and we will meet you on the other side. The information presented in this podcast is intended for your educational and informational purposes only. None of the statements contained in this podcast should be viewed as a prediction, guarantee, or promise that participating in our recommended programs will result in you generating a certain amount of income or achieving any level of monetary success. Success in any endeavor is based on a number of factors, including but not limited to hard work and capital resources. There are inherent risks in any business opportunity, and caution should be exercised before applying our information. You are encouraged to consult your attorney, CPA, or financial advisor before doing so.